Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Welcome back to my channel. This pick a card is going to be on your next significant relationship. Now, this may be romantic for some people. Some people it may be more of an intimate lover relationship, or for some people this may be completely platonic or a business relationship. So we don't know what's going to uncover, so it's just not necessarily a romance reading, but it is about the next most significant relationship that's coming towards you. And I've pre-picked some oracle cards which are unknown to me, so we will be discovering these cards during the recording. And then we're also going to do some tarot pulls from a trusted tarot deck. So you may have chosen your groups already with the imagery that's ahead of this particular part of the video. Or you may choose from one of the images I'm about to show you, or you may use the numerology and the timestamps that are in the description box. But either way, let's go to group number 1. So group number 1 is the Fire Guardian. The Fire Guardian. Group number 2, Star Ancestor. Star Ancestor. And group number 3 will be the Shaman. Wow. We are in for a nice pick a card reading. So do your best to just tap into the energies of the piles and see what could possibly work for you. If you have more than one group, that's totally okay to listen to one or more, all of them. You know, you can pick and choose because this is a collective reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you're ready, let's go to start with group number 1. The timestamps will be in the description box below. And I really do, if you resonate with any of these readings, I would appreciate a thumbs up from you. Or if you like the way that I read, consider subscribing to this channel by clicking the subscribe bell button and then clicking the bell so that you get notified when I upload new readings. Either way, thanks for all your support. Any information on working with me or how I work will be in the description box. I would never reach out to you, so please take care of yourselves in these YouTube streets during the comments, because people are out here trying to take advantage of folks, okay? But other than that, my honeys, let's get to the readings. Take care. Hello, my honeys, in group number 1. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Thanks so much for allowing me to read about your next significant relationship. So this is your pick a card, group number 1. And let's start with the very first card, which was the Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. You know, group number 1, we're never sure if this is going to be someone who's romantically interested in you or a romantic relationship that's coming towards you, or it may be a friend or a colleague. So we'll try to suss that out. But in the beginning, just to describe this person has a lot of fire in their chart. So they may be a fire sign or have some very significant placements that make them a bit of a passionate person. A passionate warrior, but at the same time, someone who's very open, very, I'm getting even generous, an earth angel because of the wings. People really like this person. There's something warriorish about them, but at the same time, they're compassionate and there's this softness. I really do feel like this is someone who can embody the masculine and feminine in a way where it it looks good on them. Like they just know how to balance those energies, right? Group number one. So this is someone who, like I said, their hands are extended open. They're in a receptive energy, even though they can sometimes display more masculine traits, whatever those are. They're also very receptive, which is the feminine, right? Let's go to their characteristics. The Judge. It says, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. The shadow attribute is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. This person could be in the legal field, not necessarily. We're kind of taking that as a little bit of a direct interpretation of this card. But I do feel like this person seeks to balance their emotional knowledge, their emotional wisdom. It's really, they seek to balance how they bring forward and express their emotions. They're always checking in with themselves and others around the use of power and power dynamics that may exist maybe in their business. So maybe this is someone who's a leader. A judge is also a leader of the courtroom, right? So this person could very well be a leader, a person who has to make decisions. But this person carefully always looks at the power dynamics and makes sure that they aren't just running forward with their own agenda, but taking into account what everyone else may believe or what would benefit the larger community. This person is also the damsel. Wow. Understands the nature of healthy romance, inspires you to rely on yourself. The shadow attribute of the damsel is waiting for a knight to provide seduction by romantic illusion. So this very well could be someone who's going to be a romantic interest. I think they're a person who doesn't expect for their partners or really any relationship to cater to their whims. This could be someone who is such a dynamic leader that, when you get in spaces where dynamic leaders are, working, you'll find that people tend to have this tendency to bow down to them and make them feel like a guru or make them feel like a god. And this person really skirts away from that kind of behavior and doesn't require it for people in whom works for them or works with them or anything like that. This person likes healthy relationships. And I don't know, I'm getting a sense here, Spirit is saying, because they've been in plenty of unhealthy ones. And so this person, I think there's a certain maturity that you're going to find with this person. If there was any kind of tarot alignment with this card, it could be a King of Wands. King of Wands, Queen of Wands even, they're often considered the single ones of the king and queendoms. But what I can say about the King of Wands is once they're grounded, when they're upright, they use their passion and their fire for good. And so I think that this is a person who they don't expect to be worshipped in any kind of way. This is not narcissism. This would be the opposite. Like someone who's completely grounded in who they are and really encourages others to step into their own power. I like that. I think when this card comes up, it's funny because there are aspects about this person that they don't immediately reveal. maybe in some ways they are a little bit more private with certain areas of their life. It's not because they're trying to hide things from people. It's more about, it's funny because my dad would say this when he we would like complain about something he didn't tell us. He'd be like, it's on the need to know basis. And I kind of feel like, not necessarily like this person was like, my dad, but just that this person is like, they understand that certain people deserve certain information. Otherwise, this person has recognized, even as their style of leadership, that when people have too much information, they can get confused on their role and what it is that they need to do to encompass and be a part of the whole in a healthy way. Now, if this person is in relationship with someone, I do think that they're going to share things with you, but it may not be immediately. I think that this person likes to be careful, likes to take relationships, even though they're in fire energy, even though they're very passionate. This person has learned, I'm hearing this from Spirit, over the years to take things slowly, to contain their fire. When you're working with the element of fire, you always understand that you need to contain it, right? Otherwise, it could spread out and take hold and burn down things that you didn't intend for it to do. So this person likes to heat in very strategic ways with their fire, with their passion. And you're going to find this, and you're not going to feel like something's being hidden from you. You're just going to feel like, oh, we're dropping into a deeper level. We're dropping in to a deeper level of vulnerability the more I get to know this person. And it will feel organic to you. It will feel right on time to you, group number 1. It says, immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passions. You may meet this person in a training. You may meet this person in school. Maybe they're a professor. I don't know. You may meet this person through a new hobby that you want to try. Randomly, some of you might say, you know what, I want to take surfing lessons. And the next thing you know, you meet this person. Or I want to take cooking lessons. So there may be something of a shared interest that you all have when you meet. I'm also hearing that this person may encourage you to learn more about yourself, to tap into your passions. This will be someone who does that themselves and really encourages other people to do that too. He really believes in the talents and the skills and the knowledge and the wisdom of others. I said he, but this is not a gender. It's just like the energy that's coming forward. This person, again, with the tolerance card, this person, again, really appreciates the opinions of others, really takes a thoughtful listen. This is not someone who just stays kind of like really, who likes to control the narrative. This person actually appreciates different perspectives. They'll listen thoroughly, and then they'll make decisions. And it's almost as if they don't mind if someone is opposed to them. They don't mind if someone says, I just really don't believe that. They'll be like, okay, what can we do so that, you feel comfortable with the way that we're all moving? I really like this leadership. And at the same time, I think this person can also be decisive in the end. It's a fine-tuned way of leadership that this person has. Even if they don't agree with someone, that person will never feel slighted. Now, this card, I think, would represent any kind of lessons that this person will bring into the relationship, things that they're currently working on. I love this. Radical curiosity. It says, seeing as if for the first time every time. I love this because it really does go with the tolerance. It goes with the new hobbies, new passions, the training, the learning. This person is always in a state of learning. They never take it for granted that they know everything, that they've experienced everything. So you're going to find in this person deep curiosity, especially about you, especially about who you are and what you believe and what excites you, what inspires you. So let's just tap in and see, like, how are you going to, first of all, meet this person? How are you going to meet this person? And if this kind of energy resonates with you, then this continue on, or you can go to a different group. But how do you meet this person? Let's talk about that. How do you meet this person? Wow, at the end of a cycle. At the end of a cycle. I'm seeing Pisces. I'm seeing, I think that's Virgo. I'm seeing Taurus. I'm seeing Leo. What I mean by the end of a cycle, group number 1, is it can be anything from you transitioning out of a relationship. So it may be either after you've transitioned out of a relationship or they have transitioned out of a relationship. An end of a cycle could also mean that someone moves or someone is making changes in their career. Whatever the cycle is, you're going to meet them right when it ends, when you end something very significant in your life. Because this person is signaling a new beginning for you. It's interesting because even though this person is a fire, I'm pretty sure they're a fire sign of some sort or just had that prominent in their chart. But when you meet this person, there may be a little inaction. There may be a lot of spaciousness around this relationship. I think it's because of the ending of this cycle. Meaning either one or both of you or will think timing may feel, they don't want to rush things. Either they don't want to rush things or you don't want to rush things. So there's a bit of a holding back energy. Not so much that you don't know that there's attraction there or interest. It's more of like, you both may experience a little bit of a pause. What else, Spirit? What else when you meet this person? There will be instant attraction, though. We've got the Ace of Wands. There is going to be instant attraction. Like, whether it's across the room, whether it's like, oh, who are you? There's going to be a very instant attraction. Either one or both of you is going to be like, wow, who's that? I'm hearing you're going to like the way they smell. You're going to like the way they smile. And vice versa, you know, this could be mirrored. What will happen in this relationship? What's going to happen? Say more, Spirit. Say more. This next significant relationship, what's its purpose even? say more about this relationship? Spirit said this is upright. It's a 9 of Cups. I think both of you are going to be like, wow, if I had a chance with this person, because I kind of get there's a little bit of questioning. Like, who is this person? I'm really attracted to them, but are they the right person? Like, would this be something I want to dive into? But maybe here, I think you could interpret this card a few different ways if you wanted to get a little sensual. But this is someone who would really like to engage in some sensual activity with you. That's what I'm going to say. We're on YouTube, and it's not an 18 plus reading, but there's some 18 plus energy here. What else, Spirit? Oh, yeah. This may be someone with the 7 of Cups who, and I really get that the energy is a little mirrored, but either you think this person has a lot of options, which, I wouldn't doubt this person is probably really attractive, but I also wouldn't doubt that you're attractive too, and this person might think, you're, wow, you probably have a lot of options. And the funny thing about when this 7 of Cups comes through, it's built on a house of cards. You know that house of cards where you're like, oh, one wrong move? There's an energy here, maybe from this person when it's in regards to you. It's almost like a situation where they're not sure if they're very careful to make moves to let you know that they're attracted to you. Maybe there's a situation where there's some protocols involved. Maybe this person might be your boss or a manager or someone kind of in a leadership position. This could be someone that your boss hired, like a consultant or something. And they're like, oh God, I don't want to jeopardize a business relationship in case this person isn't attracted to me. But I think the energy they sense overall keeps them very positive, or will keep you positive about the relationship or the beginning of one. Tell me what will happen. Let me see if I should get another deck, because I want to know what's going to happen. What's going to happen in this relationship? Sorry, I'm looking for a deck that I think will answer that question. Oh, I see. One moment, I have to get my tea leaves out. Because I am an inquiring mind that wants to know, right? Okay, so what will happen in this relationship? What's going to be some of the energies there? Why does this person and you come together even? You're going to like this person's fortitude. They might be a Taurus. That energy's coming up again in some way, but you're really going to like how they show their strength. You're going to like how they wield their power. You're really going to find it compelling, but also a little sexy, You're going to find that you're attracted to the way that they utilize their power, their position. I think there's a way in which you both may not be clear about the attraction at first. And again, I think it's because there may be work situations or just protocols in place that may not lend an instant, like, oh my God, I'm so attracted to you. What are you doing tonight? Kind of vibe. It's going to be a slow burn. Danger, especially in money matters. I think too that when you meet this person, group number 1, you may feel a little, and this could also be mirrored, but you may feel like I'm in, maybe something's coming up financially, and you're wondering how that might work with meeting a new person. Just some of our thoughts sometimes when we're entering into relationships are, am I ready? I'm really trying to focus on my money issues or my work issues. So there's a little bit of a sense that someone in the beginning of this relationship is really focused elsewhere in terms of like money, finances, material. But you are going to find that this relationship with the dog, it starts out as a good friendship, very loyal. Loyalty actually will be one of the first kind of love languages this person offers you. Someone who's a good friend, a powerful friend. What else, Spirit? Yeah, you will have many lighthearted, carefree times with this person. I really do get that on the friendship level, you both could meet up and do different things. And there may be an undercurrent of attraction there. But again, I think that there's something slow happening here, allowing for you both to get to know each other. Maybe this relationship will also help someone in the relationship it comes at a time where somebody's doing some really more healing around their family of origin, and maybe, I don't know, I'm intuiting that maybe someone lost somebody in their family when this relationship kind of emerges, and there's just a lot of like support there. There's a lot of care and holding and support. Anything else, Spirit? This green card is like sticking out. Yeah. This will be a relationship that ends up being highly successful. Because I think the elements that you need, group number 1, are here. Someone who can be that good, loyal friend, but also someone who their characters just speaks volumes to why you'll be attracted to them. We have the month of April. That could mean you've met in April. When I'm filming this, it's past April. We're heading into June. But you could have met this person in April. Or next April coming up, something significant will happen in the relationship. Very good. So group number 1, that's the next significant relationship that you have coming towards you. That's this person's energy. So if you resonated with any or part of this reading, please give me a thumbs up. It's really just a simple, great way to support this brand new channel. I love the interactions. If you have comments, and if you like the way that I read, it's your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's another way to support me as I grow this channel so that I can start doing lives. And if this is where we part, I really, group number 1, appreciate you for just allowing me a little insight into your next significant relationship. Okay, take care. Hello, group number 2. I'm Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Welcome to your pick a card on the next significant relationship in your life. That sounds like real serious, huh? Well, this is going to be a relationship that could be, it could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It could be platonic. It could be a business relationship. So we're just going to see what the cards bring up. So you were attracted to the star ancestor, or maybe you chose with some of the artwork at the beginning of this video, or maybe you chose with the timestamps. But either way, let's bring our attention to the star ancestor. I believe your next significant relationship group number 2 is going to be with someone who you may share a significant past life with. If you believe in past lives, this person may have shared starseed origins with you. Maybe they were in some kind of constellation with you. Orion comes to mind, or Sirius. So this may be someone that you're going to feel a deep, instant connection with. Very energetic, even mystical. What I am getting is this person has really beautiful eyes. Regardless of the color, the eyes draw you in, group number 2. And there's going to be something about the way this person looks at you, the way that they, I'm hearing, stare into your eyes, that is a little bit mesmerizing. And it's making me feel like this might be a romantic connection, but let's see. This person could also be someone who works in the field of science or math. They could also work with technology. This may be someone who has a real interesting niche in the sciences or math. This could be someone who does like quantum physics or quantum thought. They work with quantum entanglement even. I think you're going to like their lips too. I think you're going to really like their face, but because their face has a lot of generous, the elements in their face have a lot of generous qualities. Their lips are full. Their nose is kind of full. Their eyes are inviting. So there's something about this person's face. Even their hair might be like of a thicker quality. There's something very generous in how nature has set up this person aesthetically. I might have to remember that as a compliment to someone, you know. So what's their character like? Networker. And just like without even reading this, networker as in like computer networks, you know, but you know, it says light attribute enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. The shadow attribute is conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. So I really do feel like this person is able to connect with a number of different people. You may find just, you know, on the side that a lot of people are attracted to this person. This person has that kind of common good looks that really attract quite a few different people. This person definitely has a story, loves to share their experiences. The light attribute here of the storyteller is the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. The shadow is making up tales to harm others. So I really do feel like when you are around this person, you're going to learn so much about them. I even get that they may be a little humorous about their life stories and just that person who can just talk about all their different life experiences. Yeah, wow. Here we go. Engineer. I really do feel like they're an engineer or in the sciences or in tech, but this person, light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without a regard for emotional consequences. I think that this is a person, what did I just hear? And I wanted to read the shadow attribute. I think that you're going to find in this person that they may work for a startup, or maybe they own a startup. There's something that they're doing that's a project that feels very like it has great potential to it. But they may work at a startup. They may, they may be kind of researching particular tech ideas when you meet them. Lady of the Lake, new beginning. Something is about to happen. Yeah, I would say that either you've recently met this person or you're about to meet this person. You may meet them through some kind of informative function. So maybe you attend a webinar or you attend a lecture, and this person might be on the panel or be presenting. There's some kind of intellectual exchange that's happening with Lady of the Lake. A new beginning of some sort. Maybe you're learning about something that's brand new to you. But it's interesting. You may meet that person that way. Yeah, look at this. This person is going to inspire you with the kind of knowledge that they have. There's something that they share that just like, that little emoji where the mind is blown. I think it's like that. This person's going to bring a lot of big picture ideas into your life group number 2. Things you hadn't thought of before. Things that just make you feel much more connected to the universe. So in a way, this person is even sparking some of your spiritual ideas about the world and how we exist in this world. Now, what are some things that might be more on the challenging side that this person will bring into the relationship or have to work on or is currently working on regardless of the relationship? Let's see. Eternal gatekeeper. Knowledge asserts and protects what's right for you. I think some of the things that this person will be working on when you meet them, and maybe some of the things that have to kind of come into play as your relationship develops, is to... I think because this person is such a forward thinker, they haven't always received the most support around their work. In fact, if this person owns a startup, that means that they kind of took their ideas and decided to start out on their own, because maybe they just needed to do that because they weren't receiving the kind of support that they would receive working for someone. What I think that has done, though, is it hasn't made them doubtful about sharing their work, but it's made them a little closed off. But Spirit is telling me when they meet you, your interest in their vision, the way that you feel inspired by what they're working on and what they're doing, I really believe that's how you both are going to connect. It's just that you're going to feel so inspired, so enlivened by the work that they're doing. You have this beautiful curiosity, and I guess they just haven't experienced that in a while. and they're just like really being fed through your enthusiasm. I don't know why that really came out that way. That you are going to reawaken in them the idea of sharing what they're working on and not feeling like they need to play small or shut down their ideas. You're really going to lift them up in terms of their genius. I think you really, and not blowing smoke up their behind, but you're really going to just say, wow, you are, you're a thought leader. And I love this about you. You know, like there's something about you encouraging them to be the very best that they can be. not having any kind of shame or any kind of, how do I want to say, hesitation to express what's on their mind and their creative ideas. So let's tap into the relationship. What is this relationship going to be like between you both? How are you going to meet? I think we kind of answered that question. I think you're going to attend something that, around the time that you both meet, we have the reversed hanged one. I think you're going to, either them or you, some of this might be mirrored energy, just to let you know, will be coming out of some kind of waiting period. That's interesting. But Spirit is saying maybe you had to finish up a project. There's going to be some release of time. Something's going to be transitioning for either one or both of you. Like suddenly you have time to go to a lecture or attend some webinar or read an article. I mean, there's something that was occupying your time, keeping you a little kind of stagnant, either you or them or both of you. And it's going to be a time where you finally have a little spaciousness in your schedule to learn something new. And maybe you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this lecture's happening. I've always wanted to know about this. It's just an example, you all. But, you get inspired to attend something because you have the time. This could also mean that you both are meeting each other after a very significant change is happening for either one or both of you. I'm going to take a second look at this hanged man because there's a rose in their mouth. It could mean that either one or both of you, just like in group one, might have been transitioning out of a relationship or transitioning out of a period. I'm hearing it's a little bit different. You may be transitioning out of a period where you haven't dated someone for a while, or this person hasn't dated someone for a while, had romantic thoughts, really wanted to meet someone, but just hasn't had much luck meeting someone. Maybe both of you were like, oh, I kind of give up, maybe you were on the dating scene and it just left you in this upside down kind of hanged one, like, oh, I want to make some moves, but I'm not meeting quite the right person. But then this tower happens. I think when you both meet each other, there's like, wow, okay, not only am I interested in what this person's talking about, but, they're kind of attractive to me. And maybe either one or both of you have just been like, wow, suddenly this person's here in my life, like in front of me. And it sparks a tower moment. And we have the Seven of Wands here. I think that you both had to look at where you were putting your energies. Look at what had to be kind of healed from the past, what was causing some disruption in your relationships. And this relationship's going to do that. You have the Six of Wands in reverse. I think when you both meet too, there may be residual things from other relationships that you will, either one or both of you are going to be clearing out. One person may have something that's a little bit, how do I want to say, dramatic. Not super dramatic, but there could have been like some kind of dramatic ending for someone. That means like, they may be having words with their ex-partner, or there's little something that is taking this person's full attention away from a romantic beginning because they're trying to end something that was a little disharmonious. Is that a word? Like it just had no harmony to it. But there's a lot of wands here. That Two of Wands, I think that I like Two of Wands because it's saying that there's just options and the kinds of moves you both can make. When that Six of Wands is in reverse, maybe one or both of you are emerging from a relationship where you just felt like you lost so much. You're not really sure if you're able or have the stamina to participate in anything new. And so that might be there for some of you. But overall, I think for both of you, Temperance is a good card. Because this relationship is going to be about a balance of pouring into each other. Maybe one or both of you have experienced what it looks like when relationships are not even, they're not balanced. One person is giving and giving and giving, and the other is just taking and taking and taking. So I think there's going to be this careful movement from both of you to make sure you're pouring into each other. Say more, Spirit. I think this is the Judgment card, but it says realization. There's going to be a moment in this relationship where you both realize, wow, I actually have a crush on this person. I would like to take that further. And I think you both will discuss it. You'll discuss all Nine of Swords in reverse. You'll discuss all the missteps of past relationships, not to trauma bond, but just to say, hey, this is where I'm at. And I think it really helps for you both to maintain this temperance. Like, we're just going to take it slow, get to know each other, but there also is going to be that moment where you both agree, are you interested in taking this further? I am. And it will feel natural, like natural enough where one person could be like, no, not yet. And it still would maintain the relationship. There wouldn't be anything like an awkward anything. It would just be like, yes, I'm interested, but maybe not right now, or something like that, you know? But I really do think that you both, with this temperance, it feels like both of you are going to be feeling the same around the same time. And Ace of Swords, meaning that's true. So, let's go to the tea leaves and just see what else the Spirit want to share about this relationship. We have the Tower again. I think this is going to feel like, for one of you, there hasn't been a lot of love interest lately. And so when you both meet, it just feels like, wow, okay, this person's in front of me. Maybe it's because either one or both of you had just given up on finding someone that resonated with you. But I'm reading this as a cup is going to be offered. And really, I do think it's that genuine curiosity about this person's work and their ideas, and theirs about yours as well. Camel, perverse, and you will overcome problems. Yeah, I think that the camel also says to me, there's reserves in there for this relationship. That we're at a space right now where we can kind of, how do I want to say this? I'm looking for the word. We can transport some of the baggage that's in this relationship. We can work through it. We can, we're both strong enough to do the heavy lifting that might come in the relationship. For some of you, maybe you will meet through a fair-haired woman, or you are the fair-haired woman, or they are the fair-haired woman, depending who's listening to this. And it doesn't mean just blonde. It could be gray or white hair. You both could meet, or your relationship has some kind of takeoff by someone who introduces you both. I'm really feeling that you'll be introduced to that person. But we also have younger women. Women in this relationship, they're going to play a significant role somehow. Either you're being introduced by a friend, an aunt, a boss. There's something there. A colleague that's in tech. Yeah, again, I think that this relationship for one person, I don't really get both of you, but one person in the relationship may have left something and just, is trying to work out the timing of that. As it comes to really deepening the relationship, there may be some pauses or just a slowing down of things. Ram. I think this person is going to be very careful to not run up too quick. You know what I mean? To not really, because maybe one or both of you feel like this is my person. I know it. But there's a bit of a patience that has to be exercised. And I just think, and with the ram, this person could be a Capricorn, maybe an Aries. Are those the two same animals for those signs? But anyway, Aries and Capricorn's coming up. Earth sign or fire sign. Anything else, Spirit? Flute. Yeah, again, I think that one person experienced extreme disappointment in a relationship, something they were trying to get off the ground. It didn't happen. And so, again, there could be some kind of just waiting for someone to lick their wounds, kind of take care of their healing process. But there's definite interest there. Yeah, there's definite happiness that's coming through on this relationship. And it feels solid. It feels like it will happen with a good foundation. Group number 2. So I'm going to wrap it up here. It really feels like something, I keep hearing and feeling the word organic and soft and pleasing. So group number 2, if you resonated with anything that was in this reading, could you mind give me a thumbs up? It's a real free, quick way to support this channel. If you like the way that I read and you're brand new here and would love to stay connected, please subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell rather, you are going to get notified when I upload new readings, which is usually once a week. I'm kind of getting back on track. I had to take a month off to do some traveling, but love reading for you, and I feel so honored to read for you. Thank you for that, and I will see you on my next reading. Take care. Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle, and this is the reading for group number 3. So, what big, significant relationship, I added the big there, is coming towards you? What is this next relationship that's significant to you? I like the energy big, so it's giving big energy. And I wouldn't doubt it with this shaman card. I mean, shamans are big energies, right? These are beings that navigate the 3D as well as the 5D and other dimensions, right? And it says here with the shaman card here, group number 3, to trust in higher forces. And Spirit is telling me right away that those higher forces are your guides, your ancestors, even Spirit itself, guiding this union and bringing you both together. So this is real interesting. But this reading is to tell you a little bit about who this person is. And from the shaman card, it is someone who's, if they're not into the typical spiritual meaning of a shaman, which is someone who helps others to heal by navigating through different realms and approaching the healing from those realms, this is someone who equally might be a healer in other ways. They may be a mental health healer, they may be someone in the medical field, maybe an acupuncturist, someone who does with herbal medicines, someone who deals in plant medicines. You know, like, I think of shamanistic healers as someone who doesn't mind turning to nature for their answers, for their wisdom. And so I think if you heard anything in there, that description, group number 3, it's just for you to know that this person embodies a lot of that. There's also something, Spirit's bringing my attention to this owl on the top of their head. There's something definitely very mystical about this person, maybe even psychic. I don't know right away if you're going to know that about this person. I don't think it's something that they actually... this is very specific, but for some people, I don't think this is something that they normally would share with other people. And I don't think it's because they think it's weird or they have some kind of judgment about it. It's more that their powers, they regard these gifts as sacred and only use them in certain circumstances around selective community. I'm sorry for these emojis. I don't know why they're popping up. I guess the emoji of this recording was like, no, that's I want them to use this. So anyway, disregard the emojis. I didn't do that. What I will say too is that this person may come from a more, how do I want to say this, an Asian culture that's a little bit smaller than maybe some of the larger, well-known Asian cultures. Is that the way I want to say it? You know, like they may be, not that they're not well-known, but, you know, Tibetan or just come from a smaller country of Asian people. Maybe that's a better way for me to say it. So they may be from even areas in Russia, you know, territories in Russia that have Asian people. So this person might be of Asian descent. They don't have to be. They could also be from Peru, South America, Central America. This person could also be Native North American, Indigenous North American. What else, Spirit? For a few of you, this person might even be from South Africa. Spirit is saying this person may come from a culture like the Sami, S-A-M-I, and they're an indigenous culture of Sweden. So wherever this person is from, there is a part of their cultural history that includes some kind of healing, specialized healing that belongs to this culture, this group. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say. I'm seeing these for the first time, just like you. Let's put our shaman right in the center. So the characteristics of this person. Who is this person? A detective. It says great powers of observation and intuition, right? A desire to seek out the truth. The shadow side is voyeurism, falsifying information. So a detective totally makes sense. A seeker, wow. It says the light attribute here is thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. The shadow attribute would be inability to commit to a path once found. And the gambler. The light attribute here is a willingness to follow intuition. Again, there's that word, intuition, even when others doubt you. Shadow attribute would be relying on luck rather than hard work. So group number 3, this person is highly intuitive. I wouldn't doubt that they have dreamt of you, like your exact face, your exact being. They know who you are on sight. I don't know why Spirit is telling me this, but they're saying when this person meets you, they're going to know right away who you are because they've already seen you. And that could be seeing you, I'm seeing someone seeing you in a dream or someone seeing you in a vision. they're going to know who you are. Either they saw parts of you that are very unique, or they saw all of you, your entire face or body. Take it where it resonates. This person, I keep getting pointed to trust in higher forces, because they're saying to you right now, I kind of feel like I'm receiving a message from them, and this is a romantic relationship, but they're saying that when they see you, it's all done, because they know that you are their counterpart. They know that they have a journey coming up with you. And so when they see you, it's just a confirmation of everything, all the clues, all the synchronicities that they have received intuitively about you. In fact, I think there was one vision or dream where this person saw you and they actually went and searched for you. So for some of you, this person found you on social media. They may have found you and they're like, oh, there they are. There's group number 3. And from there, they really have been studying you, not in a very obsessive way or stalkerish way, although, there's slightly a little bit more attention than most people would have given you, not knowing you. But this person wanted to find out as much as they could about you. Your likes, your dislikes, the things that you comment on, the things that bring you joy. This person has been and will continue to pay attention to things like that. They're very much a detective. They have this eye right here, They're very much observant of you and your different moods, and like I said, the things you like and dislike. This person is also a seeker, though. You're going to hear a lot about some very unique travels this person has had. I get that this person has gone to places that not many people have gone. And I don't know why with this picture on the seeker, it's showing me that they've gone to places where, you would question, can you really vacation there? The Sahara Desert, or, they've trekked through long trails that may take people weeks to complete. They have a lot of for high endurance kind of travel, or they like to pilgrimage, I'm hearing, for some people. And this person, they do follow their divine inner wisdom. They follow their intuition. This is someone who a lot of people would say, I don't know how this person does it, but they seem to know things before we all know it. This is, if their friends could comment on them or their acquaintances, they would say, how does this person know some of the things they know? But really, group number 3, your person would say, I just follow my intuition. I know it never leads me to the wrong place. It always guides me. Your person's even saying, I don't know why, they're very powerful. I could hear some things they're saying that it's not necessarily that their intuition always puts them in the right place, but they end up later knowing it was the right place because they needed to learn a lesson sometimes, or needed to meet someone in a very particular way. So this is a person you are going to find that nothing that you all do in terms of a trip or a small journey is ever just that. It becomes something unique, something adventurous, something that you can't wait to tell the story to some other people. And there's times where they turn around to you and they'll say, please do not share this with anyone. And it's going to be funny, because I think you're just going to see how magical this ride will be with this person, group number 3. Let's go to the other oracle cards. Atlantis. I definitely could see that you all have shared a past life together. And Atlantis, it wouldn't surprise me, because this is a huge mythical place under the waters of the earth. And maybe that is where you all met. It also could be that you all relate to each other on an emotional level like no other. This does not surprise me, freedom. I think in this relationship, there's a lot of independence. And it's not because you both don't care about each other or don't want to spend time with each other. It's just that your person will very much have certain aspects of their life, certain aspects of their work that are very specific. And so you may only hear the stories of some of the things that they do. And you may not be a person that always wants to trek out in the middle of a Sahara desert or something, you know? So they may take some journeys on their own. But in many ways, oh my gosh, your person just kind of comes in every once in a while. I hear them saying that even if they're far away from you, you all will be connected. And I believe this person has that power. Maybe your connection even has that power, group number 3, because this person is just, their energy speaks to me. And so what is something that's a possible challenge for this person? What is something that they might be working on when they meet you and come into relationship with you? Wow, look at that. The lantern. It says consciousness is light. In this deck, it's an oracle deck, but I often regard this card as kind of a hermit with the lanterns. There's something about this person and their work. I think there's often times where they have to battle the darkness of their work and bring more of the light in. So I think that's what this card is referring to, is that their work can sometimes, depending on what they do, feel a little heavy, feel dense, because they're doing a lot of healing work. And so their challenge, I don't think it's been a challenge, but they're working on bringing more light into their work, bringing more light into their life. And in fact, I hear your person again. They said, no, this is, pile number 3 is my light. Pile number 3 is the light that I need. So in many ways, pile number 3, you are bringing in something that they desire. Maybe joy, laughter, a sense of connection that's lighter. There's something, they're showing me like 2 hearts that are just light as a feather. Very beautiful. So what is this relationship going to be like? I mean, I guess I could just ask your person, but maybe they don't know the full story either. But let's ask the tarot. What is this? How are you all going to meet? First of all, let's just find out, how are you all going to meet? I'm curious. Okay. Wow. The Hanged One. Say more, Spirit. 6 of Wands. The Hermit in reverse. You are going to be meeting this person, and it could be mirrored energy. So if you feel this way, then it's true for you. They may feel this way. But after a long period of maybe being on your own, after some time of really, for some of you, this is like a period where you kind of decided to be single because you really wanted to integrate the lessons of a previous relationship. For some of you, it's not so much about a previous relationship as it is that you had some things that really took you out of your social circle. Maybe it was a work project. It might have been you're creating something or working on something. And that, when that project comes to an end, 6 of Wands here is saying there's going to be some kind of victory. You're going to meet this person maybe in a celebration, maybe at a party, maybe at a party that's for graduates, you know, like something someone is completing, you are going to meet that person there. Spirit said the Temperance card is upright. It may be a place where there's drinks involved, and this person offers you to get you a drink, or you offer to get them a drink. Take it where it resonates. But that's where you're going to meet, like some kind of celebration. And this Three of Wands, so interesting. I think that this relationship, it's going to be guided by light. I keep hearing that, like you're bringing the light to this person. You all, group number 3, you may be getting involved with someone who has very heavy work responsibilities, like an emergency room doctor or a fire person, or like someone who's constantly dealing with really deeper issues in their job, things that are heavy, sometimes things that are depressing. And this person, when they meet you, it's just like you lift everything up, group number 3. I love this 5 of Swords. It's kind of interesting because there's some playful element that you bring into their life, group number 3. You see, the fox even has like little wings, and there's something about this 5 of Swords that alludes to playfulness, joy, lightheartedness. What else, Spirit? So what else about this relationship? I'm not sure right away if this person is going to express that they like you. We have Page of Cups here. I think when they do see you, because they have had a vision of you or a dream of you, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, here's this person. And I think something about your person, group number 3, they kind of freeze. They're like, oh my God, oh my God, And so that's group number 3. And they have to kind of get their emotions regulated, get everything together. So they may even come off as a little standoffish, like no one likes anyone here. Move on. Yeah, they may even hide. Don't tell them. They're like, don't tell them that. But they might like kind of hide behind a couple of people and watch you. They might want to just kind of peer around and observe you for a while before they come in and introduce themselves. Your person is really funny, group number 3. I think they're also going to be coming out of a period of being a reverse King of Wands, meaning they may not have been very serious about any of their relationships, their intimate relationships. And I think that there's some kind of thing there where that was the result of feeling betrayed in previous relationships, maybe one significant relationship. So I think this person is now trying to find the balance because they understand they don't want to be kind of in a dating energy forever. And they do want to find their person, which is you, group number 3. But I think there's just some healing they had to do with this 10 of Swords. Betrayal energy is really hard because it really impacts the trust factor, right? And so your person's just letting me know there may be a time period where they have to really attend to their emotions. Yeah. I think that was a time period that was really difficult for them. You have 5 of Pentacles. They were on the outside. They may have had to challenge some systems just to make it through this betrayal. For some people, they went through a pretty nasty divorce. Yeah, but this person, they've made it through. They have very good instincts. They are a survivor. No matter how hard life gets, they're up for the challenge. They've got the passion for it. Yeah. So let's go to the tea leaves and just see if there's any other messages for you, group number 3. So the month of May, you may have met that person in the month of May, or you will meet them in the month of May. Bird perched. It says waiting for news, package letter. Yeah, I think this person is going to reach out to you shortly after you meet them with some kind of letter, some kind of explanation that they saw you, they didn't really approach you the way they wanted to, but they are interested in maybe taking you to coffee, maybe a nice dinner. I think there will be a little bit of worry on their part, or maybe even yours, that you all are actually the person for them, you know, and they do trust their own intuition, but I think with you, they're kind of like questioning, am I being overreacting? Am I putting too much on this? Is it limerence? A man will be involved here. Maybe a man will introduce you to. Maybe a man, you two will come together because of something a man has said or hasn't said. I don't know. And the knot. I think this is going to be, I forgot what pile that was, maybe 1 or 2, where this is going to be a slow burn. This is going to be getting to know each other, talking for hours, figuring out how you both can get closer. That knot, it just means that there may have been plans for certain things when you both finally meet up, but it's just going to take an organic course. That's what I'm hearing. Broken wishbone. A wish will not be granted. You know, I even hear it this way, is that for some of you, it's just been such a long time since you've been in a relationship that's intimate, that I think that some of you are just kind of managing your expectations. And maybe for some of you, there's a little negativity around, oh, this wish was not going to be granted. I'm not going to find, this isn't going to be my person. I'm not going to find my person, you know, like things like that. And Spirit is saying here that keep your heart open. Keep your heart very open. Allow it to express deep affection and caring. Because that's how this is all going to happen. That's how your person's really going to know it's you. For some of you, this person may not have seen a vision of you, but they heard your voice. This person may not have seen a vision of you, but they know your hands. I don't know why that's coming up. But anyway, group number 3, this is what I have for you. If you resonated with any or part of this reading, could you please give me a thumbs up? And if you want to stay connected because you like the way that I read, please consider subscribing and then clicking that bell so that you know when I upload new readings. If this is where we part, I felt so honored to tap into your next significant relationship, and I hope I did it justice. And I will see you all, my honeys, in the next reading. Take care.